make a truly high-end video game, you need an outstanding engine, art and animation assets, and perhaps most importantly, a core design system that redefines the gaming experience in a way that both excites and challenges players. For the team at Monolith, this reality led them to develop something they call the Nemesis system.
We wanted to create something that was genuinely new within action-adventure games.
Something that reflected your actions back to you, but not in a scripted way, in a way that gives you the freedom to play the game however you want to.
The best area we can put all of our focus is to make enemies more interesting.
Why don't we make those like the open world environment where you can do anything? Why don't we make it where they can be anything?
Your enemies will be able to have this personal bond and relationship with you, and then they'll be able to reflect that back to you with their actions, how they get promoted, the things that they're wearing, all the different things that they say.
These aren't just, your classic story beat guys. Any no-name grunt orc can take you out.
Time for me to rise above my so-called brothers.
They want to become famous off of your mistakes, so they're looking to come after you, and just as much as you're looking to come after them.
So you have the ability to interrogate orcs and dive into their minds.
You can learn what their different strengths and weaknesses are, like stealth, fires, the environment, how can you use the different things around you.
There's also his relationships to the other characters in the world and guys who are supporting him who you could pick off one at a time to make that fight easier, or who you could turn against him to actually help you.
I've seen tougher groups of ghouls than your sorry lot.
You're not navigating your way through a set of stories or encounters or missions that someone else has created. You're actually creating those yourself through gameplay, through existing in this world, through interacting with these characters.
But creating unique enemies in a dynamic living world requires careful design and implementation of multiple elements within the game.
The biggest challenge with building this system is that there are so many of those pieces, and each of those pieces interact with each other.
You've got the character artists who are making all of the different faces and all the different costume pieces and all the weapons. You've got designers who are giving them all kinds of different abilities. You've got the writers who are coming up with the personalities and the kinds of things that they can say.
Every time you show up, I'll choose you.
There's all the animation, not just their bodies, but their face.
And it's not easy because there's so many millions of combinations that things can go haywire. And since it is a dynamic system, there's also a lot of unpredictability that comes with that as well.
With the convention season about to kick off, the team is pushing to get the latest build of the game ready in time for E3, one of the biggest video game expos on the planet.
One of the challenges of showing the Nemesis system and putting it hands-on at E3 is you can't just do 15 minutes of gameplay. We have to cover every single possibility.
We've got to make sure it's as seamless as we possibly can so that their experiences, whatever corner of the world they happen to wander into during their time, come off without a hitch.
It literally is a cross-section of the game where we're just dropping the player in, and there it is. It's the sandbox. It is the game. It is the Nemesis system.
It's been a busy few weeks, but the E3 build is finally in the can. With the game ready for its close-up, the team prepares for the chance to show off their hard work.
Obviously, you work on something like this for so long, and the whole purpose of it, the whole reason you're doing it, is to get it in players' hands and to see how people respond to it.
We're hoping that when we get out there, people will take a moment and check out this IP they've never seen before, and by doing that, they'll see something truly new and innovative.
It's going to be the first time we set anybody loose in the open sandbox, and we can't tell them what to do, and we're going to see what happens.
On the next episode, we go inside the Electronic Entertainment Expo in California and follow the team as they meet the press, conduct interviews, and immerse themselves in a spectacle that is unlike any other.